I don't know where Jayden's mother and father is. And there's a conversation that people need to have within this conversation that so many of our children are taken care of by aunt and uncles and nieces and nephews. But somebody know where Jayden is. But then the more people would ask, why would his family do him harm? Why would his family do him harm? Why would his family have done him harm? Because of a broken foot? Something just not adding up, Jamaica. But in breaking the baby's leg, it wasn't intentional from my understanding. Wow. People of Jamaica, I believe an accident happened. I honestly believe an accident happened. I believe an accident happened. And in that accident happening, Jayden became fatal. Mm. Jamaica. There are too many. But I asked the Lord to locate him, alive or unalive, for him to get his send off by his close friends and families. Hmm. Wow. But I want to show Jamaica tonight how the criminals are getting smart. I'm going to show Jamaica how the criminals are getting smarter. The police found some printers and all of those things. Look at what the police found, Jamaica, and you'll be in awe by this. Look at this.
Upton Nicholson, Senior Superintendent of Police, Commanding Officer for the St. Catherine North Police Division. A number of operations were conducted in the St. Catherine North Police Division. Today, Saturday, October 11, 2025. It resulted in police criminal confrontation, and all of those incidents are being investigated by the JCF appropriate body, as well as Indicom. As we speak, two of the scenes are still being processed. But of significance, from the operations today, 4 illegal firearms were seized. And at one of the premises where they had that confrontation, we discovered some other equipment and some paraphernalia that are used by the criminal underworld. What you see here is a 3D printer, a very unique 3D printer, and it can be used, and based on all investigations so far, it was being used to print firearm paraphernalia. These are the filament that were being used. This is one of the things that were used. It is used to place on this mount. This is a thermal mount. It also has night vision capabilities. This is also another thermal mount, and this is one of the items that was printed from this printer to put on it. It is also capable of printing suppressors. Most people know it as silencers that can be placed on firearms, and they are capable. It also can be used to print ghost guns, plastic firearms that can be used, that are operable as well. Maybe not as durable, but they are also operable. We looked at one of the laptops that was seized at the premises. This premises is where 2 firearms were recovered. And on this laptop, we saw schematics and software that are used to connect to the 3D printer that can be used to print firearms paraphernalia. And we see where the person who had this laptop has the necessary skills and expertise to use the softwares that are on it to develop and to print things that can be used using all the things that you see here. The JCF has the capabilities to identify these equipment and the misuse of them or the illegal use of them, and we will be conducting our operations with the necessary expertise to identify them and to ensure that persons do not use this to conduct illegal activities. Well, as knowledge increases, things can be used for good or for bad. Some of the items here, we have to check because in a normal printer, you will find a 3D printer. However, it is not supposed to be used because the Firearms Act or the new Firearms Act, any part of a firearm, you can be arrested and you can be charged for it, even if it is a plastic, it is an imitation firearm. And this can print firearms that are plastic, but they are operable, maybe not as durable, but they are also operable. And we are saying to members of the general public, do not use such equipment to do these things. You will be caught and you will be prosecuted because we know what we're looking for and we have the necessary expertise to identify the software and the schematics that you use on your various computers to create these kind of things.
I want to ask the JCF tonight, if that has all of those capabilities, how it reaching the country? If that have all of those capabilities of producing firearm and all of them something, how it reaching the country? How it reaching the country, Jamaica? How it reaching the country? How it reach in the country? I'm going to ask again. How such high-level things where them claims say can produce guns and all them, so how it reaching the country? And I must want on a friend them carry teen. I want on a friend them must carry. Or I wonder if the Indian or the Chinese carry teen. Or Indians or the Chinese carry teen. I wonder if these are the things that it found on one. You remember that wharf there? That special wharf there where them find the whole heap of gun what there. Them said can make shirt too. And for people who want to make cake decorating. But it also can help with the gun. But see, somebody said the 3D printer can do so much more outside of just making the guns, you know. So you would have intentionally say you wonder, but you see, them find it, them have the apparatus to find that, but them not have the apparatus to find Jayden Smith. Hello, caller. Good night.
Hello, good night. I see where Miss Dorothy posts some Punsketa flowers on in their group. So I would like to know the price of the yellow one, the white one, and the red
Send a
one, please.
WhatsApp. Miss, send a WhatsApp. I'm on my show right now. Send a WhatsApp to my number. You get all of those details. Okay. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, Jamaica, the truth be told, Them could have find that, but them can't use the technology to find Jayden. Them can't use the technology to find Jayden. But they use the technology to find the 3D printer and all that was being printed. And all I'm saying to the JCF today, your priorities must be so in alignment that if you're doing one for one, do the same for all. If you're doing one for one, do the same for all. I saw a video this morning of how the JCF killed a man and just put him in the trunk. I want to show you tonight, Jamaica, the modus operandi for the last 5 years of the police force in this country. Look at it.
If it was lawyer alone.
Not that. There is a story. Let me see if I can find it.
One teen is dead and another.
Wrong one. It's not there.
Police and just kill this man in a car.
You can't show that one.
Police and just kill this man in a car, dog. Fuck him up a while ago. Fuck him up. Long gunshot to him skin. I wonder what go on while them kill him like a gunman. Bumbuck, I kill him. Oh, go on, what you do?
Listen to that, Jamaica. Are you aware by our Indicom report? Listen to this Indicom report. Ishmael, play the latest Indicom report.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, has made a raft of recommendations to Parliament following a special investigative report. The details were highlighted at a press conference today. Jamila Maitland tells us more.
The removal, tampering or destruction of CCTV equipment by police officers, the inability to properly secure or control suspects, the absence of body-worn cameras, and the subsequent activation of said cameras are just a few of the areas highlighted in Indicom's special report on planned police operations. Commissioner of Indicom, Hugh Faulkner.
We believe whatever body-worn cameras are in the possession of the JCF, a priority area of distribution must be police planned operations.
Mr. Faulkner says the number of citizens killed in planned police operations have increased by almost 100% between 2019, when 10 people were killed, and July of 2025, which saw 97 people being killed. The Indicom Commissioner says not only is the increase in fatal shootings concerning, but not enough systems of accountability are in place. Of concern, too, is the absence of a senior command officer, documentation of planned operations, and search warrants.
Without planning or analysis of information or intelligence received, it places both police officers and the citizens at greater risk of harm. Were undertaken by only a constable or district constable rank officers with no superior officer oversight.
But we understand the resource constraints, but we believe an inspector should, not below an inspector to head these operations.
In the case of 22-year-old Jamar Farquharson, who was shot and killed in Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon recently, Deputy Commissioner Hamish Campbell says there was a senior command officer there and there was a search warrant. However, of the 24 police officers who were part of the planned operation, none were equipped with body cameras. According to the police, Jamar pointed a firearm at them and was subsequently shot. But CCTV footage from inside Jamar's home showed him opening the door to the lawmen. Footage from devices that his family says was yanked from the home by the police officers. Mr. Campbell provided this update to the media.
At this stage, 2 officers have been identified and acknowledged that they fired their weapons. One officer fired a Glock and another officer fired an M16 rifle, 2 shots each. 24 officers have provided witness statements at this time. 6 officers have been interviewed under our regulation, a compelled interview under Section 21, and a further 5 officers are still to be interviewed.
Notably, Jamar's killing is not among the latest statistics outlined in the special report, but Indicom says it brings into sharp focus the magnitude of the inconsistencies in the policies and procedures by the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the execution of planned police operations. 11 recommendations were provided in the report, which was tabled in Parliament on Tuesday. Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
Jamaica. Be prepared for what is to come. Be prepared for what is to come. And for what is to come, be prepared. Look at this other video of how the police dealt with this man.
Accept human right line of territory. Look, they are killing man enough. Run them, run out the woman out the house and not kill innocent youth. Look there. I kill Fabian. I don't say I shoot on them enough. Only have to use move with the human right team people. You can't come on and rest up on mine. Look on the vote for. Look on the vote for people. My community, look here.
And I got my money, I go kill him on to bomb.
No sense we don't make this. I 24th of this month on protest of one. I'm not saying we don't live on a bomb buckler bed.
Man, I kill him on that.
Yeah?
Man, I kill him to bomb buckler.
Innocent youth ain't go bomb buckler kill this morning. I run out of my mother out of yard. Run man out of yard. And this is
This will vote for play it again, Ishmael, play it again. And this them vote for play it again, be prepared for what is to come. Play it again, Ishmael, play it again.
Accept human right line of territory. Look, they are killing man enough. Run them, run out the woman out the house and not kill innocent youth. Look there. I kill Fabian. I don't say I shoot on them enough. Only have to use move with the human right team people. You can't come on and rest up on mine. Look on the vote for. Look on the vote for people. My community, look here.
And I got my money, I go kill him on to bomb.
No sense we don't make this. I 24th of this month on protest of one. I'm not saying we don't live on a bomb buckler bed.
Man, I kill him on that.
Yeah?
Man, I kill him to bomb buckler.
Innocent youth ain't go bomb buckler kill this morning. I run out of my mother out of yard. Run man out of yard. And this is
Be prepared for what is to come. What is to come. Be prepared. Jamaica. They chose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica.
Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. To choose Jamaica, choose JLP.
Choose Jamaica. And your boys are dead off. Your sons are dead off. Choose Jamaica. And wholeness gets to do this to your children. Between the last 5 years, extrajudicial killing by the police has gone up by 500%. Killings by law enforcers, the legal gunman, has gone up by 500%. Gone up by 500%.